You are about to meet someone the whole world wants. But this person only wants you. My beloved soul. Wait, something hidden is opening for you right now, and this message has found you for a reason you can no longer ignore. Take a breath and feel this, because the universe does not interrupt your path without purpose. Out of all the moments, out of all the timelines, you are here, reading this, exactly when your soul is ready to receive a truth that has been quietly waiting for you. There is something sacred unfolding behind the scenes of your life. Something you may have felt in fragments, in dreams, in unexplainable emotions, in the quiet moments when your heart whispered, "There's more." And here it is, revealed gently but powerfully. You are about to meet someone the whole world wants. But this person only wants you. Pause with that. Let it settle into your spirit. This is not about chance. This is alignment. This is the universe responding to the silent prayers you thought no one heard. Every delay, every moment of confusion, every time you felt overlooked, it was all preparing your energy for this divine connection. There is something unique about your soul frequency, something rare, something deeply magnetic. And the person who is coming into your life, they are not drawn to noise, not to the world's expectations, not to what everyone else chases. They are drawn to truth. They are drawn to depth. They are drawn to you. Even now, the universe is orchestrating moments, shifting energies, clearing paths you cannot yet see. What once felt like endings were actually openings. What felt like rejection was protection. You were being guided, step by step, closer to a meeting that will feel like remembering, not discovering. You may doubt this. That's okay. Your mind tries to protect you from what it cannot yet understand. But your soul already knows. That quiet pull you feel. That sense that something beautiful is approaching. That is not imagination. That is divine timing unfolding. Stay open. Stay soft. Stay true to who you are. Because this connection does not require you to change, it requires you to be. And when this person enters your life, it won't feel forced. It won't feel confusing. It will feel like peace meeting recognition. Like two paths finally crossing at the exact point they were always meant to. This is your sign. This is your moment of awareness. Trust what is coming. Trust what is being prepared for you. You are not forgotten. You are being aligned. If this message touched something deep within you, don't ignore it. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and most importantly, watch this video till the end, because there is more guidance waiting for you, and your next step is closer than you think. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone you haven't met yet. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. You are about to meet someone the whole world wants, but this person only wants you. Listen closely, for this is not a coincidence, nor is it a fleeting thought passing through your mind. This is a whisper placed gently into your awareness, carried by a presence far greater than what your eyes can see. I speak to you not from afar, but from within the quiet spaces of your being, where truth lives before doubt can touch it. You have wondered, haven't you? Why certain moments feel heavier than others? Why your heart pauses at unexpected times, as if waiting, anticipating something it cannot yet name. You have felt the shift. Subtle, but undeniable. As though the air itself has begun preparing for something sacred to unfold. That is because it has. I have been arranging something beyond your understanding. Not in haste, not in chaos, but with precision that spans beyond time. Every delay you questioned, every path that seemed to close, every person who walked away when you thought they would stay, none of it was random. You were being aligned. You were being protected. And now, you are being brought closer. This person you are about to meet, they are not ordinary. The world would recognize their light, their presence, their essence, and many would seek it, chase it, try to hold on to it. Yet what they carry is not meant for many. It is meant for alignment. It is meant for truth. It is meant for you. But before you understand who they are, you must understand who you are becoming. There was a time when you were not ready. Not because you lacked worth, but because you had not yet seen your own reflection clearly. You questioned yourself. You settled for less than what your spirit quietly asked for. You gave your energy to places that could not honor it, and you stayed longer than you should have in spaces that dimmed your light. I saw all of it. Not with judgment, but with knowing. Because every moment shaped you into someone who could finally receive what is now approaching. You were not being denied, you were being refined. Strength was being built in your silence. Wisdom was being formed in your confusion. And even in the moments you felt forgotten, you were being prepared for something unforgettable. Now, the path ahead begins to shift. You may notice it in small ways at first. A feeling that something is about to change. Encounters that seem too perfectly timed. Conversations that feel deeper than usual. You might even sense a pull, an unexplainable connection drawing you toward a moment you cannot yet see. Do not ignore this. This is how I move within your world, quietly, gently, but with purpose. The one you are about to meet has also been on a journey. They have faced their own trials, their own questions, their own seasons of waiting. They, too, have been shaped by experiences that taught them what truly matters. They are not searching for perfection. They are not seeking to impress the world. They are seeking truth. And somehow, in a way only I can orchestrate. Their truth and yours are about to cross paths. But understand this clearly, this meeting is not just about connection, it is about recognition. Not recognition of appearance, or status, or surface qualities, but recognition of energy, of soul, of something that feels familiar even though it is new. When your paths meet, there will be a moment, brief, yet powerful, where something within you pauses. You will feel it. A stillness. A knowing. A quiet voice inside you will say, "This is different." And it will be. Because this person does not see you the way the world has seen you. They do not measure your worth based on what you show on the outside. They do not approach you with expectation or illusion. They see beyond that. They see you. The version of you that you have hidden. The version of you that you are still learning to accept. The version of you that you thought no one would ever fully understand. And strangely, they will not be overwhelmed by it. They will be drawn to it. This is why the world could desire them, yet they will choose you. Not because you tried harder. Not because you changed yourself to be noticed. But because something within you resonates with something within them. A harmony that cannot be forced. A connection that cannot be explained through logic alone. You may question it at first. You may wonder, why me? Let that question fade. Because the answer is not meant to be analyzed, it is meant to be experienced. For once in your life, you are not being asked to prove yourself. You are not being asked to compete, to chase, or to convince someone of your value. Instead, you are being invited into a space where your presence is enough. Where your truth is enough. Where you are enough. But do not rush this. What is meant for you does not need to be hurried. Allow the connection to unfold naturally. Let each moment reveal itself without forcing the outcome. Trust what you feel, but remain grounded in who you are becoming. Because this encounter is not just about receiving, it is also about growth. This person will reflect parts of you that you have not yet explored. They will challenge you in ways that encourage expansion, not discomfort. They will inspire you to step into a version of yourself that feels both unfamiliar and deeply aligned at the same time. And yes, there may be moments where you feel uncertain. Moments where your past tries to whisper doubts into your present. Moments where fear attempts to convince you that something so meaningful cannot last. When those moments come, remember this: I did not bring you this far to confuse you. I did not align your path with theirs by accident. And I do not create connections without purpose. What is unfolding is part of something greater than what you can see right now. So stay present. Stay open. Stay true to the quiet strength that has carried you this far. Because the meeting you are approaching is not just a moment, it is a turning point. A shift. A doorway into something that will change how you see yourself, how you understand connection, and how you trust the path ahead. You have waited without realizing you were waiting. You have prepared without knowing what you were preparing for. And now, the moment is drawing closer. Do you feel it? That subtle energy in your chest. That sense that something meaningful is about to enter your life. That is not imagination. That is alignment. And as you step forward from this moment, carry this knowing with you. You are not chasing what is meant for you. You are being led to it. And the one you are about to meet is already being guided toward you, just as you are being guided toward them. So walk forward without fear. Because what is coming into your life next has already been chosen with you in mind. And even now, as you continue moving through your days, there are unseen threads being woven together, threads that connect moments you cannot yet link, people you have not yet met, and realizations that have not yet fully formed in your awareness. You may still be living what feels like an ordinary routine. Waking, moving, speaking, resting, nothing outwardly extraordinary. But within this apparent normalcy, something profound is quietly unfolding. The timing of your life is shifting. The rhythm is changing. And soon, what once felt repetitive will begin to feel purposeful. Because when this meeting happens, you will look back and understand. You will see how everything, every delay, every lesson, every unexpected turn, was guiding you toward this exact point. Not a moment too early. Not a moment too late. Perfectly placed. There is a reason you could not force certain outcomes before. A reason why doors closed even when you knocked with hope. A reason why connections that once felt promising slowly faded away. You thought you were losing something, but in truth, you were being redirected. I was protecting the space in your life where this person would arrive. Had they come earlier, you might not have recognized them. Had you met them in a different season, you might have misunderstood their presence. Timing is not just about when something happens, it is about who you are when it does. And now, you are closer than ever to the version of yourself who can receive this connection fully. But listen carefully, because this part matters more than you realize. This meeting will not announce itself with noise or grand display. It will not come with certainty written across the sky. Instead, it will arrive quietly, almost like an ordinary moment. A conversation, a glance, a shared space that seems simple at first. Do not overlook it. What is most meaningful often appears in the most natural ways. You might question it initially. Your mind may try to analyze every detail, trying to understand what you are feeling and why it feels different. That is natural. You have learned to protect yourself by seeking clarity before trust. But this time, clarity will come through experience, not overthinking. Allow yourself to be present. Notice how your energy responds when they are near. Notice the calmness that replaces your usual uncertainty. Notice how you feel seen without needing to explain yourself in depth. These are not small things. These are signs. This person will not complete you, because you were never incomplete. But they will complement the parts of you that are ready to be expressed more fully. They will meet you where you are, not where the world expects you to be. And in their presence, you will begin to understand something deeply important. Connection is not about finding someone perfect. It is about finding someone aligned. Aligned in values. Aligned in energy. Aligned in the quiet understanding that does not need constant validation. The world may look at them and see something desirable, something admirable, something worth pursuing. And perhaps that is true. But what the world does not see is the deeper alignment that exists between you and them. That alignment is what draws them toward you. Not surface attraction. Not temporary curiosity. But something real. Something steady. Something intentional. And yet, you must remain grounded in yourself as this unfolds. Do not lose who you are in the excitement of what you are experiencing. Do not abandon your growth, your boundaries, or your sense of self in order to hold on to this connection. What is meant for you does not require you to become less of yourself. It invites you to become more. There will be moments where you are tested, not by this person, but by your own patterns. Old fears may try to resurface. Doubts may whisper questions that seem convincing in the moment. Is this too good to be true? Will this last? Am I truly ready for this? Let those thoughts pass without allowing them to take control. You are not the same person you once were. You have grown. You have learned. You have become someone who can hold something meaningful without fear defining your experience. Trust that. And trust this: if something feels peaceful rather than chaotic, that is not something to fear. That is something to recognize. For too long, you may have associated intensity with importance. You may have believed that something had to feel overwhelming in order to be real. But what is coming into your life now carries a different energy. It is calm. It is steady. It does not rush, yet it does not hesitate. It simply flows. And within that flow, you will find something you may not have experienced before, a sense of ease that does not require constant questioning. That ease is not a sign of boredom. It is a sign of alignment. The person you are about to meet will not bring confusion into your life. They will not leave you guessing where you stand. Instead, they will offer clarity, not through grand declarations, but through consistent presence. Through actions that match their words. Through attention that feels genuine. Through a connection that feels mutual. And as this unfolds, you will begin to understand something even deeper about yourself. You will realize that you were never asking for too much. You were simply asking the wrong people. Now, you are being aligned with someone who understands the language of your heart without needing constant translation. Someone who values what you value. Someone who sees what you offer not as something to take for granted, but as something to appreciate. But remember, this is not the end of your journey. This is a continuation. A new chapter, yes, but still part of your growth. This connection will teach you, just as your past experiences have taught you. But the lessons here will feel different. They will not come from pain or confusion, but from understanding and expansion. You will learn how to receive without fear. How to trust without overthinking. How to be present without waiting for something to go wrong. And perhaps most importantly, you will learn how to allow something good to exist in your life without questioning whether you deserve it. Because you do. You always have. Now, as this moment draws nearer, there is one final truth you must carry with you. Do not try to control how this unfolds. Do not try to predict every outcome or secure every possibility. What is meant for you does not need to be controlled, it needs to be trusted. Let it happen. Let it grow. Let it reveal itself in its own time. Because what is coming into your life is not fragile. It does not depend on perfection. It does not disappear at the first sign of uncertainty. It is built on something stronger than that. Something intentional. Something guided. And yes, something chosen. Chosen with you in mind long before you realized what you were being prepared for. So as you move forward from this moment, carry this quiet knowing within you. You are stepping into a phase of your life where things begin to make sense in ways they never did before. Where connections feel meaningful instead of temporary. Where your presence is valued instead of overlooked. And where the person you are about to meet does not see you as one option among many, but as the one they have been unknowingly waiting for. The world may still look at them with admiration, curiosity, and desire. But their path is not leading them to the world. It is leading them to you. And when that moment finally arrives, when your paths cross and your energies recognize each other, you will not need confirmation from anyone else. You will feel it. Quietly. Deeply. Unmistakably. And in that moment, everything that once felt uncertain will begin to align in a way that feels almost unreal, yet undeniably true. So stay open. Stay ready. Because what is approaching your life now is not something you need to search for anymore. It is something that is already finding its way to you. And this time, it is not passing by. It is arriving. And when it finally arrives, when the moment you have unknowingly been approaching begins to unfold in front of you, there will be a quiet shift inside your heart that cannot be explained in words. It will not feel rushed. It will not feel forced. It will feel right. Not perfect in a way that removes all challenges, but perfect in a way that aligns with your truth. A sense of belonging that does not ask you to prove anything. A connection that does not leave you questioning your worth, but instead reminds you of it. You will notice how different this feels from everything that came before. Where once there was confusion, there is now clarity. Where once there was doubt, there is now understanding. Where once you felt like you had to hold on tightly, afraid of losing what mattered, you will now feel something entirely new, the ability to let things flow, without fear that they will disappear. This is how you will know. Because what is meant for you will not create chaos in your spirit. It will bring a sense of calm that you may not have realized you were searching for all along. And this person, they will not enter your life to take from you. They will not come to disrupt your peace. They will come to add to it. To stand beside you, not above you or beneath you. To walk with you, not ahead of you in a way that leaves you behind. And as your connection grows, you will begin to notice something even deeper unfolding, not just between you and them, but within yourself. You will begin to see yourself more clearly. Through their presence, you will recognize strengths you once overlooked. You will become aware of the depth of your own heart, the resilience of your spirit, and the beauty of your authenticity. Because when someone truly sees you, it becomes easier for you to see yourself. And this is part of the purpose behind this meeting. It is not only about connection, it is about reflection. They will reflect the growth you have achieved. They will reflect the love you are capable of giving and receiving. They will reflect the version of you that is no longer hidden, no longer uncertain, no longer waiting for permission to exist fully. But there is something you must remember as this unfolds. Even something beautiful requires care. Not effort in the form of struggle or sacrifice of self, but care in the form of presence, honesty, and intention. Do not take this connection for granted. Not because it is fragile, but because it is valuable. Speak truthfully. Listen deeply. Allow space for both yourself and the other person to grow without pressure or expectation that everything must always be perfect. Because perfection is not what sustains something meaningful, understanding does. There may be moments where you do not fully agree. Moments where perspectives differ. Moments where emotions rise and you are faced with the choice to either retreat into old habits or step forward into a new way of being. Choose growth. Choose communication. Choose to remain open rather than closing yourself off out of fear. Because what you are building here is not meant to be temporary. It is meant to evolve. And evolution requires patience. It requires trust. It requires the willingness to move forward together, even when the path is not entirely clear. But do not let this thought bring uncertainty into your heart. You are not walking this path alone. Just as I guided you toward this moment, I will continue to guide you through what comes next. You will not be left without direction. You will not be abandoned in moments of confusion. There will always be a quiet voice within you, gently reminding you of what is real, what is aligned, and what is worth holding on to. You only need to listen. And as time passes, this connection will begin to settle into something steady and real. Not just a moment of excitement, but a presence in your life that feels natural. Something that becomes part of your everyday experience, yet never loses its depth. You will share moments both simple and meaningful. Conversations that flow without effort. Silences that feel comfortable rather than empty. Laughter that comes easily. Support that feels genuine. And in those moments, you will realize something profound. This is what you were always meant to experience. Not something complicated. Not something uncertain. But something real. Something grounded. Something that feels like home, even though it exists outside of any physical place. And as you stand within this realization, looking at how far you have come, you will begin to understand the deeper truth behind everything you have experienced. Nothing was wasted. Not your time. Not your energy. Not even your pain. Every moment carried meaning, even when it did not feel like it at the time. Every experience shaped you into someone who could stand here now, ready to receive something genuine without fear overshadowing it. And yes, there will still be moments of growth ahead. No journey is without them. But now, you will face those moments from a place of strength rather than uncertainty. From a place of understanding rather than confusion. From a place of trust rather than fear. Because you have seen what it feels like when something aligns. You have felt what it means to be met, rather than chased or left behind. And that knowing will stay with you. It will guide you not only in this connection, but in every aspect of your life moving forward. You will begin to make choices that reflect your worth. You will begin to walk away from what does not align, without hesitation or doubt. You will begin to stand more firmly in who you are, without seeking validation from the outside world. Because once you experience something real, it becomes impossible to settle for anything less. And this is where your life begins to change in ways you cannot yet fully imagine. Not through sudden, overwhelming transformation, but through steady, meaningful shifts that reshape your reality over time. You will find yourself thinking differently, feeling differently, approaching life with a sense of calm confidence that does not rely on external circumstances. And as this transformation continues, you will look back at the version of yourself who once questioned everything, and you will feel gratitude. Not because it was easy, but because it was necessary. Because without that version of you, you would not be here now. You would not recognize what you have. You would not appreciate the depth of what you are experiencing. So honor that journey. Honor every step that brought you to this point. even the ones that felt like setbacks. Even the ones that made you doubt whether you were moving in the right direction. Because all of it was leading you here. To this moment. To this connection. To this version of your life that is no longer defined by uncertainty, but by alignment. And now, as you stand on the edge of what is unfolding, there is nothing more you need to do. No more searching. No more forcing. No more questioning whether something meant for you will find its way into your life. Because it already has. It is here. Or if not fully here yet, it is so close that the distance between you and it is no longer something you need to measure. Just continue moving forward as you have been. With honesty. With openness. With the quiet strength that has carried you through everything you have faced. And trust that what is meant to stay will stay. What is meant to grow will grow. And what is meant to be part of your life will not require you to lose yourself in order to hold on to it. This is the truth you have been moving toward. This is the understanding that now becomes part of you. And this is the moment where everything begins to make sense, not all at once, but in ways that reveal themselves over time, gently and clearly. So take a breath. Not out of uncertainty, but out of recognition. You have arrived at a turning point. A quiet, powerful shift that marks the beginning of something real. And as you step into what comes next, remember this above all else. You are not meeting this person by chance. You are meeting them because, in ways beyond what you can see, your paths were always meant to cross. And now that they have, there is no need to look back. Only forward. Only into what is unfolding. Only into the life that is now opening itself to you, one moment at a time. This is where your waiting ends. And this is where your living truly begins. Amen.